My camera is so disrespectful. I was just like in the zone and my camera just decided that it's just gonna turn off. And hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Beautifully Yeye, and thank you for tuning in today, because apparently I have not been here since October and that was not my plan. So I'm gonna address a few things. I'm gonna be as transparent as I can be, that I don't feel uncomfortable too, because being very open and vulnerable also actually makes me really uncomfortable. So I'm trying very hard to find a balance there. Few things I just want to touch on is I haven't filmed since like October, and the reason why is because, and this is something I've been dealing with for the past few years, and I've always kept it to myself because I didn't want to appear weak. I didn't want to like disappoint anybody, and above all things, I didn't want people to start looking down on me. That's one of my pet peeves. Like, I don't like when people look down on other people. Sure as hell don't like when people try to look down on me. I'm just kind of like, bitch, really? No. So a few years ago, for those who knew me personally, who knows my story, my family, you probably aware of what happened in my family to my parents a few years back. So let's just call it X, because I'm not going to address this, so we'll just use the variable X for example. So when X happened, I was still in college. I was in college at the time. I was in my sophomore year. That's when that happened. So when that happened, my dad was my sponsor. He was going to pay for school and pay for everything pretty much. So when that happened, I left college. So I was out of college for 2.5 years, almost 3 years. I was out of college, and a lot of people don't even know that about me. But I was out of college. I was trying to deal with the loss of my father. I was also trying to deal with a lot of stuff, like trying to be financially stable on my own, trying to go back to school and stuff. Like, those of you who don't know, going to college in the United States, especially because I was an international student at first, it's ridiculously expensive. I mean, it's so expensive that I believe I was paying like $10,000 per semester. So like for the school years, it was coming out to like $28,000 with school fees, taxes, and everything else that comes with it. Like, it was fucking ridiculous how much, you know, my dad was paying for school and all that. A big like thank you to everybody who's new to my channel. I want to do better with like filming and stuff for you guys, but I just want to let you guys know, like, I am so beyond grateful, bruh. Like, I am so fucking grateful for the love and the support and everything. Like, I couldn't emphasize that enough. So anyway, so when that happened, I didn't want to deal with it. I didn't want to deal with anybody, so I just wanted to be by myself, to be left alone, to deal with my own emotions, to make sense of it and everything else. So fast forward to now, I went back to school last October, and things have been a little bit easier. However, so as humans, we tend to do these things like, okay, so we don't deal with our feelings or emotions in that moment. We just kind of like push it off, and then to the point that now it's like, okay, I'm back to school. Things are going okay for me right now. You know, things are doing all right. I'm doing good, you know. But I still feel like something is holding me back. You know, I still feel like I'm not 100% me. And that's when it really comes to show, like, I didn't grieve the loss of my father. I didn't make sense of it, because again, I was in a bad situation. I had to make sense of the bad situation. So because of that, it just kind of like made everything else in my life like really worse. So now I'm actually just trying to like deal with it, and I know like people are like, wait a second, wasn't that like a few years back? Like, let me try to do the math real quick. Like, yes, I know it's like a few years back, but honestly, I don't think you truly understand grief or how it works or anything like that, especially if I haven't lost anybody yet. And I really hope nobody does, because oh my god, it's one of the worst feelings ever, if not the worst feeling ever. So I want to be a real person. I want to be relatable to people above all things. And it just seems like we all like want to paint this perfect picture, like the white picket fence idea of our lives. Like, oh, our lives is ideal, our life is perfect, you know, we have all these great things going on and blah blah blah. It's great to like talk about the great things, but it's also good, it's really good, it's even more important to talk about your hardship and everything else, because that's how we grow as humans. That's how we learn. So if I don't talk about it, address like certain aspects of my life, and I'm just always here like, oh hi guys, yes, things are going great for me and da da da, you know, you're just probably going to be sitting at home. Like right now, if you're having a bad day, that's one more thing to make you feel even worse about yourself, about your situation. And I don't want that to be the case at all. I want us to be real. So real disclosure, I have been having, sis, a shitty ass time, okay, with mental health, emotions, and stuff. It all came at once, and I'm like, this bitch gonna kill me. But not today, demons. I want to say, if you're not feeling the best, if you went through a hard time, reach out to someone, reach out to a friend, reach out to a loved one, reach out to someone. And even if you don't want to be judged, maybe you made like a really fucked up decision or whatever, and you don't want to be judged by people who personally know you, reach out to a fucking stranger. Go to confession, like go to a Catholic church and have like the confession box, sit there. No one has to know you, no one has to know it's you. Walk out. You don't even have to believe in God, you don't have to believe in anything. Just talk to people, you know. Try to make, like, put yourself first and your emotions first, and don't make excuses. If you're sad when you only have $1 in your bank account, even when someone gives you $1 million, you still be sad, because the root of your happiness is not money. It's not all these little trivial things that we tend to do, which was what I was deceiving myself on, because I was like, oh, I am so sad, or, you know, I'm so depressed, or I'm so down because this, that, and the third. That wasn't the case. The biggest thing was the loss of my father that I never grieved. I never handled, because that was the hardest part, and I just did not want to think about that anyway. So fast forward back to why this is relevant to why I've been so MIA. That's basically what I've been dealing with for a while. And as I said, I don't post it on social media. I don't say anything about it because it's also something I want to forget about, but it can't be forgotten about if I didn't deal with it to begin with. So here I am being 100% transparent with you guys that I have been having a hard time, but that's okay, because I am finally getting my life together. I'm getting a better handle on my emotions, and just the whole act of grieving and just being okay with like losing a loved one and how it happened, and basically every single detail that goes with that. It's just being okay with everything and trying to like follow the steps, do things the right way. There's no right or wrong way to grieve, just saying that out there, but you know what I mean, like just trying to be okay with things. So anyway, boom, personal life over. I know I was like a rant real quick there. So what's the plan for my YouTube channel? So I want to be consistent on my YouTube channel. I don't want to tell you a specific day that I would be posting, because I feel like that's the biggest thing for me. I have been keeping to my word since 2020. That's the biggest thing for me. I'm like, if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it, and that's that. Like, I'm not giving myself any excuses to not do things that I say I'm going to do. So I don't want to put a set date right now and then some life shit happen, I have to make another excuse. I'm just going to say I will be posting every week, various videos every single week, starting next week. So what's the plan for my YouTube channel? Yeah, number 1, be very consistent on my channel. Number 2, what is number 2?
Who's number 2? Who's number 2? One of the more difficult games sewer workers play.
2 will be post regularly on social media accounts. So anyway, so that's basically my video. I am so sorry if I talked way too quickly in this video. I don't really understand why I'm talking so fast. Now I realize that I am talking really fast and I'm trying to slow down. So if you like this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, guys. And honestly, like, I get a decent amount of views on my videos, but what I don't get is like the interaction. So I would really appreciate it for in 2020 if you guys could do me like the biggest favor and just comment below, like, if you found this video helpful at all in any way, shape, or form. And if I was talking too quickly, I really do apologize for that. Please comment below, because I really want to understand what my audience is and what you guys like and what you guys don't like, so I can better tailor what the contents to fit you guys as well as myself, and things that I'm comfortable with as well. So don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. So have a good day.